Nah, rubbish.
Adam, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you.
Hello and welcome to the Boots on the Ground e-mountain bike channel. Today we're out with the Patreons and we're up in Kettlewell, what's quite well known as the Kettlewell Killer. Now, why is it a killer, you may ask? Well, as we set off, we were all thinking the same thing, riding up Mastyles Lane. Not so bad on an e-bike. However, the second and third climb were absolutely horrendous. Steep, energy zapping, and let's put it this way, there wasn't one rider that had any battery power as we got to the end of the ride. Now, I'm told that it may have been better to go the opposite way around, so the climbs were longer and not as steep, and then you would get the downhill. So maybe that's something we'll look at again in the future. But as you can see on screen, that was the route that we actually took today. But enough waffle, more riding. Wow, this was a killer, an absolute battery killer. Welcome to Kettlewell. Hello and welcome to Kettlewell, the Kettlewell Killer as it's called, due to it having some really technical, hard uphills, or so we're told. It's been a long time since I've ridden this. I actually can't remember it at all. And as we're following the GPX shows a straight line straight through these fields and these walls. So the GPX, I'm hoping, isn't going to give us issues today, because I'm out with some of the Patreons and a couple of VIP guests here today, here in Kettlewell. So we'll head on up, see if we can find the beginning of the trail. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do download it, my GPX file will be a little bit more accurate than the one we've currently got. Let's get cracking. Morning, ladies. This is Coniston, not Coniston. And so far, basically all we've done is come along that road here, or Moor Road, and it looks like as we get to the end we're turning right back onto the road again. Kettlewell Killer, well, so far feels like a road cycle, but we shall see, I can see some pretty big hills around here. We shall see. Yeah, so we're going to be turning right here. Got a beautiful uphill climb, which after I did Penrith, this is absolutely nothing. This is like riding on a canal compared to that. It certainly warms you up. Great. Cute little downhill. Short, sharp and sweet, just like me. As you get to the top with a little brow, it's going to be a tiny little downhill, I think. But there should be some good downhills here, as you can see. Boots in the snow. Let's get this lot going. Too much jibber jabbering, talking about handbags and stuff. Again. Yeah, again as usual. So let's get going. Shut up! Over there! Get across! You got any mountain bike? It's not made out of tissue paper. Yeah. Look at these Jessies. Here we are on the tops, and we're hoping that this is going to be our first downhill, because so far very tame. So let's go down. Well, I guess we just Can I make our own way down? So welcome to the first downhill. You've actually got 3 really, really steep, long climb ups on this ride. But of course what goes up must come down. Now, one of the things that a lot of the riders said here today was that it didn't feel like the downhills justified the amount of climbing. That's going to be very subjective. And I've actually decided here on the channel that I'm not going to be putting reviews up with my scores on the end, because every different rider likes different things. Some like really long cross-country rides, some like flow, some like technical gnarly stuff, so it's very hard to subjectively give a score based on the rides that I like. So when we got to the bottom of this first hill, I did ask everybody, what do you think? And that was what pretty much we all thought. The first downhill didn't really justify a long, long climb uphill. Not bad. Not bad. Very tame. Just giving him a bit of room. Right, let's do a little bit of an adventure. Why not? Let's go off piste. Whoa. Got that wheel out. As we go through the beautiful village of Arncliffe, you are faced with a bridleway which takes us up to Star Bottom, and the killer starts to show its name. This is steep. This is steep. GoPro effect, it's going to look like nothing again. You wanted a killer, you've got it. Remember, you've got 2 of these, so save your battery. GoPro effect, this is going to look flat, yeah, like it always does. Yeah, like it always does. Right up front. Well, they sod this. No, no, no! Keep going. The killer strikes again. This is steep. Whew. Some of us are feeling the pace now. Yeah, it's tiring. Especially when you're climbing up this after that super sharpness. Channel. After you've made that long, arduous climb up here to Upper Wharfdale, you're greeted with a long, grassy bank that goes all the way down to the bottom of the valley. However, there are certain places where there is a blind drop,
completely rollable, not that technical and very, very easy. But if you're not used to them or you don't know they're actually there, you have a tendency to want to put your brakes on rather than rolling straight off the edge. So if you're going to do this, just be assured that if you're bombing down here, chances of somebody riding up the other way are going to be pretty slim.
Just got to be all the way down.
Nice.
The bottom section of this downhill so far has all been grassy banking, and you can take it at some really, really good speed. The section we're about to ride starts off on the grass, eventually goes into a little bit of gnarly rocks, not too bad, and then it gets to a point where we had to get off and push due to tree damage. But at the bottom of this valley was just some fantastic single track that led all the way down to the bridge, down to the river that you can see on the right hand side. This really, really was enjoyable.
What's going on here? Yeah, I ride it. He says coming off. Holy crap. That's quite severe, isn't it? That's quite severe. All mountain, baby. Oh, look. I can see what they mean now. Stamping on looks. No more squeaky brakes. Wrong choice. My bloody shoulder.
As we ride our way down to the bottom here, down to the bridge, I thought it was time to just kind of summarise this ride as we get to the last fast downhill. Yes, you've got another monster climb in order to be able to get up to the top. But the last downhill is such enjoyable as it leads you back to the car. And of course, once you're in the village, you've got coffee and cake waiting for you. So this ride really was a mix today, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, it really sometimes doesn't feel that the downhills justify the uphills. I haven't put any of the uphills really in this video, because who wants to see me huffing and puffing, even on an e-bike? It was a really, really difficult ride today. Now, a few other people have said, well, I've seen people do this on YouTube, easy, on e-bikes. Now, I'm a fit lad, I go out riding a lot. This ride was a killer. Yes, I've done 4 rides, or 4 adventures out in the Lake District last week, but some of the guys who came out with us today were very fit, and everybody struggled on some of those rides. The ground underneath was so rocky and rubbly that it's tiring, and it just zaps your energy for rider and bike. But overall, an enjoyable ride, not somewhere I think I'm going to want to go back in a massive hurry. Possibly this may be a good ride to do in reverse as well. GPX file will be available in the description box below. It'd be nice to know that the community supports me and appreciates the effort that goes into making these videos. Thanks to the Patreons, thanks to the subscribers. I shall see you in some more videos coming real soon here on the BOTG. I'll find it, you can ride it.
Cheers, John. At least it's all downhill, we can just freewheel it. Oi, oi! We are flying! Wow, great fun, great fun. Great fun. Well done, lads. You smashed it. Easy, easy. The Kettlewell pansy more like.